the definition of choking is that the anxiety gets to you and you're not able to overcome it. We were talking about this earlier, and I want to ask you guys. I saw that Colin Cowherd is saying that Kevin Durant has basically ruined his career by the way that his career has played out with some of the choices that he made. But Kevin Durant, when we
10 years late to that party.
but I want to ask you about I want to ask all of you about the corrosive effects of whatever it is that makes us bore with excellence faster because the way things are just going, where it becomes so pressurized for Kevin Durant that even 4 years of winning easy basketball next to Draymond Green is something he has to say, no, I don't want to do this anymore, and don't send me back there. I've told you that Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller said of that 4-year run with LeBron, that was no fun. Like we celebrate, like none of that was going to work with joy. That was all anxiety. It was overcoming anxiety, but it was all bad, the way that felt. And now Nick's telling you, do you know how hard it is to do this in the physical sport 3 straight times because of the drain of whatever the expectations are of every weekly anxiety? I know we think of these people as unhuman, as Tom Brady likes to call them. But these people were fighting through pain to get to the end of things and also dealing with whatever the repressions are of, I don't know when I'm anxious. I'm supposed to overcome anxious. My entire training is don't choke in that moment. And now the biggest Chiefs fan that there is on here saying, there was some mental frailty there. And I'm just wondering.
Paul Rudd was on?
I'm just wondering if you guys absorb the nature of the anxiety and what the accusation is when you say one of these people is not strong enough to overcome these things. Because choking, that's what you're calling that person weak. It's what you're doing.
Well, he's saying he had a weak moment, maybe.
A weak moment in a time for his legacy in the way we do the measurements.
Isn't he saying that they all had sort of a weak moment, weak game, the coaching staff, every player on the team, and Patrick Mahomes, that everybody came out and performed poorly? Because when that's the case and it's the full team and you're being pressured with 4, you're probably not going to succeed. That doesn't mean you're a choke artist now.
I think it's totally unfair to expect athletes, great athletes, to be superhuman relentlessly and not allow them the occasional bad game, albeit even if it comes in a Super Bowl. He's human. People have bad games. Saquon Barkley ran in mud. He had 57 yards on 25 carries.
The part, though, that bothers me about people have bad games, he had a bad game. There was no quarterback under that situation that was going to have a good one. He doesn't exist. He's never played the sport. And then we make our examinations after that. No one. Maybe I'll say someone can play a good game because Lamar Jackson might be doing something running around away from defensive linemen that I can't explain, or Josh Allen might be able to do something, but those conditions for a quarterback in the Super Bowl, an avalanche for all of them who have ever played. And you can see it in Patrick's feet in the second quarter. It's not because he went mentally frail. It's because the Eagles did that to him.
And I think that's kind of the part that we were missing with the whole Patrick Mahomes conversation is the Eagles just had a very, very, very elite team. Top to bottom, offensively, defensively, there were no holes in that team. The one hole they had was probably their kicker, right? Every other position group is elite. And it's like, that's the story. We're talking about Patrick Mahomes, but insert any other quarterback, and they're having problems with Josh Sweat, with BG, with Jalen Carter, with all these guys.
Thank you, Tony. It's so weird what we're doing. We're making excuses and trying to figure out why the Chiefs lost the game. They lost the game because the Eagles are better.
Well, let me ask
better.
Let me ask you all of this, because that's easy to say now. I want to tell you.
I said it before.
Yes, you were early. Yes, you were early. Yes, Greg Cody told you that he predicted the game correctly.
I did,
yes.
I predicted this game 3 years ago.
That's right. He was ahead of everybody on that.